The 20 cent coin from 1999 with the mark M and España, Cervantes, is one of the earliest Spanish euro coins, produced when the euro currency was first introduced across Europe. Spain adopted the euro in 1999 for electronic transactions, while physical coins and banknotes began circulating in 2002, so coins dated 1999 were part of the first design series minted in preparation for the new currency. These coins were struck at the Royal Spanish Mint, known in Spanish as the Fábrica Nacional de Moneda y Timbre, Real Casa de la Moneda, and the small M mint mark found on the coin indicates that it was minted in Madrid, the capital of Spain. The Spanish national side of the 20-cent coin features the famous Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes, who lived from 1547 to 1616 and is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the Spanish language and one of the most influential authors in world literature. Cervantes is best known for writing the novel Don Quixote, published in two parts in 1605 and 1615, which is often considered the first modern novel and one of the most important literary works ever created. By placing Cervantes on the coin, Spain chose to represent its cultural and literary heritage to the rest of Europe through the new common currency. The 20 cent coin belongs to the Nordic gold coin series used for the 10, 20, and 50-cent euro coins. Despite its name, Nordic gold actually contains no real gold. It is a special alloy made of about 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin, which gives the coin its distinctive golden color and makes it resistant to corrosion and wear. The coin has a diameter of approximately 22.25 millimeters, a weight of about 5.74 grams, and a thickness close to 2.14 millimeters. One distinctive feature of the 20-cent euro coin is its Spanish flower shape, meaning the edge forms 7 gentle indents that create a flower-like outline instead of a perfectly round circle. This unique shape helps visually impaired people identify the coin easily and also makes it instantly recognizable among other euro denominations. On the common European side, designed by Belgian artist Luc Lux, the coin shows a map of Europe surrounded by 12 stars symbolizing the unity of the European Union. Early euro coins such as those minted in 1999 feature the first map design, which depicts the European Union before its large expansion in 2004, showing the EU countries as a connected group rather than the entire European continent. The Spanish national side design for the 20-cent coin was created by Spanish engraver Begoña Castellanos. It displays a portrait of Miguel de Cervantes facing slightly to the left, with detailed engraving highlighting his facial hair, rough collar, and classical clothing typical of the Spanish Golden Age. Around the portrait appears the word Espa, indicating the issuing country, along with the year 1999, which refers to the design series and initial minting period rather than necessarily the year the coin entered circulation. The outer ring of the coin contains 12 stars, representing the European Union, arranged in a circle around the national design. This dual design system, common European side plus national side, was created to allow each euro area country to celebrate its own national symbols while still sharing a common currency. Spain selected 3 main cultural themes for its euro coins: King Juan Carlos I on the one, and 2 euro coins, later replaced with King Felipe VI, Miguel de Cervantes on the 10, 20, and 50-cent coins, and Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela on the 1, 2, and 5-cent coins, reflecting Spain's monarchy, literature, and historic architecture. In terms of mintage, millions of Spanish 20-cent coins dated 1999 were produced because they were needed to supply the initial euro circulation across Spain when the currency officially replaced the Spanish peseta in everyday use in 2002. As a result, the coin is generally not considered rare, especially in circulated condition. However, collectors may still value it for being part of the first euro coin series. The approximate collector value usually depends on the condition. Heavily circulated coins are typically worth around face value, 0.20 euro, while uncirculated examples might be worth about 1 to 3 euros, and coins in official mint sets or perfect mint state condition can sometimes reach higher collector prices. Numismatists, people who study and collect coins, often keep these early euro coins as historical items, marking the transition from national currencies to a unified European monetary system. Historically, the introduction of the euro was a major economic and political milestone for Europe. The euro project began with the Maastricht Treaty signed in 1992, which set the foundation for the European Economic and Monetary Union. Spain was one of the original countries to adopt the euro, and coins such as the 1999 Spanish 20-cent Cervantes coin represent that moment when European countries moved toward deeper economic integration. When euro coins finally entered circulation on January 1, 2002, millions of citizens across Europe began using the new currency simultaneously, making it one of the largest monetary transitions in modern history. Spanish citizens exchanged their pesetas for euros, and the new coins featuring national icons like Cervantes quickly became familiar in everyday transactions, from grocery purchases to transportation fares. From a numismatic perspective, collectors examined several aspects of the 1999 Spain 20-cent coin: the mint mark, M, which confirms production in Madrid, the portrait detail of Cervantes, the edge shape and metal composition, and the quality of the strike. Coins with strong, sharp details and minimal scratches are much more desirable. Some collectors also seek coins from specific years of the first Euro series, 1999, 2000, and 2001, because they represent the earliest phase of Euro coinage before later design updates. In 2007, for example, the common side of euro coins was modified to display a full map of Europe rather than only the EU member states, making the earlier coins historically distinctive. Culturally, the presence of Miguel de Cervantes on the Spanish euro coin symbolizes Spain's contribution to global literature. Cervantes lived during the Spanish Golden Age, a period of flourishing arts and literature. His masterpiece, Don Quixote, tells the story of an idealistic knight who imagines himself fighting giants and defending honor, accompanied by his loyal squire Sancho Panza. The novel blends humor, philosophy, and social commentary and has been translated into many languages, influencing countless writers and artists. By placing Cervantes on everyday currency, Spain effectively turned each coin into a small cultural ambassador, spreading awareness of Spanish literary heritage across Europe. Today, the 1999 Spain 20-euro-cent Cervantes coin remains a common, but historically interesting piece for collectors. It reflects the early days of the euro, the craftsmanship of the Madrid Mint, and Spain's decision to honor one of its greatest cultural figures. Even though its monetary value is small, the coin carries layers of historical, cultural, and economic meaning, from the legacy of Cervantes and the story of Don Quixote to the broader project of European unity symbolized by the euro. For coin enthusiasts, holding such a coin is like holding a small artifact from the moment when Europe entered a new era of shared currency and cooperation, the next top. The 20-euro-cent coin dated 2002 from Ireland, Ayr, is part of the first circulating euro coin series used in Ireland after the country officially adopted the euro as its currency. Although the euro had already been introduced electronically in 1999, euro coins and banknotes only entered everyday circulation on January 1, 2002, replacing Ireland's former currency, the Irish pound, also called the punt. The Irish 20-cent coin is especially recognizable because all Irish euro coins share the same national design, the traditional Irish harp, one of the oldest national symbols of Ireland. This harp design is accompanied by the word Ayr, the Irish language name of the country, and the year of minting, 2002. Around the outer edge of the coin are 12 stars, representing the unity and identity of the European Union, whose member states share the euro currency in the Eurozone. The design reflects Ireland's national heritage, while also connecting it visually to the common European monetary system. The Irish harp shown on the coin is based on the famous Brian Boru harp, a medieval Gaelic harp preserved at Trinity College Dublin in Dublin. This harp has long been associated with the legendary High King Brian Boru, who ruled Ireland in the early 11th century, although historians believe the instrument itself may date from the 14th or 15th century. The harp became a powerful national emblem of Ireland centuries ago and has appeared on Irish coins since 1928, when the independent Irish state began minting its own currency after separating from British rule. Because of this long tradition, Ireland decided that every euro coin issued by the country, from 1 cent to €2, would feature the harp rather than different national images for different denominations, making Irish euro coins among the most visually consistent in the Eurozone. The national side of the Irish 20-cent euro coin was designed by Irish artist Jarlath Hayes, a sculptor and coin designer who also created the harp design used on Ireland's pre-euro coins. His design shows the harp with elegant curved lines and visible strings, representing both Irish cultural identity and centuries of musical tradition. The word "air" appears to the left of the harp, while the year 2002 appears to the right. The 12 stars of the European Union surround the design, symbolizing the cooperation and unity among European countries using the euro. The 20-cent euro coin itself belongs to the group of euro coins made from a special metal alloy known as Nordic gold. Despite the name, Nordic gold contains no actual gold. Instead, it is made from about 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin, which gives the coin its golden color and high resistance to corrosion and wear. This alloy was chosen for euro coins because it is durable, inexpensive, and difficult to counterfeit. The Irish 20-cent coin has a diameter of about 22.25 millimeters, a weight of approximately 5.74 grams, and a thickness around 2.14 millimeters. One of its most distinctive features is its Spanish flower shape, meaning the coin is not perfectly round but has 7 smooth indentations forming a flower-like outline. This shape helps visually impaired people distinguish the coin by touch and makes it easier to recognize among other euro denominations. On the common European side of the coin, designed by Belgian engraver Luc Luix, there is a map of Europe surrounded by 12 stars representing the European Union. The original design used on coins from 1999 to 2006 shows the member countries of the EU connected together on the map rather than depicting the entire European continent. Later euro coins introduced after 2007 show a different map design covering the whole continent, but the 2002 Irish 20-cent coin retains the original version. This makes early euro coins like the 2002 issue historically interesting to collectors because they represent the first design period of the euro currency. The minting of Irish euro coins is carried out by the Central Bank of Ireland, although some coins were physically produced by other European mints during the initial euro rollout because of the enormous number of coins required for circulation across Europe. In preparation for the euro's introduction, billions of coins were minted in the late 1990s and early 2000s so that every participating country would have enough currency ready for the official launch in 2002. Ireland was one of the early adopters of the euro, joining the original group of Eurozone countries that replaced their national currencies with the new European money. When euro cash was introduced, Irish citizens exchanged their Irish pounds for euros during a transition period in early 2002. After that time, the Irish pound ceased to be used in everyday transactions, though it can still be exchanged at the central bank. In terms of mintage and rarity, the 2002 Irish 20-cent coin was produced in very large quantities because it was needed for everyday commerce across Ireland during the euro's first year in circulation. For that reason, the coin is generally not rare and is commonly found in circulation and coin collections. In typical circulated condition, the coin is usually worth its face value of 20 cents, although collectors sometimes pay a little more for coins in excellent uncirculated condition or those included in official mint sets. Perfect mint state coins or proof versions can have higher collector values depending on demand. However, the historical significance of the coin, being part of the very first year of euro coin circulation, makes it interesting for many numismatists, even if its monetary value remains modest. The adoption of the euro was one of the most significant economic changes in modern European history. The euro project was created through agreements such as the Maastricht Treaty of 1992, which laid the groundwork for a shared European currency and economic integration among member states. Ireland joined the Eurozone as part of this initiative, and the 2002 Irish 20-cent coin symbolizes that moment when the country fully entered the European monetary system. For many Irish citizens, the switch to euros marked a major transition in everyday life, affecting prices, wages, travel, and international trade. The harp depicted on the coin is deeply connected to Irish culture. For centuries, the harp has been associated with Irish music, poetry, and national identity. It appears not only on coins but also on official government documents, Irish passports, and the logo of famous Irish institutions. The symbol has also been used by the well-known Irish brewery Guinness, although the harp used by the brewery faces the opposite direction from the official national symbol used by countries, and the Irish coins are popular because of their simple and recognizable harp design. Early euro coins dated 1999 to 2002 are especially interesting because they represent the first generation of the new European currency. Overall, the 2002 EUR 20 euro cent coin is a small but meaningful piece of European monetary history. It combines Ireland's ancient national symbol, the harp, with the modern political and economic project of the European Union. Even though it is a common coin used in everyday transactions, it carries centuries of cultural symbolism and represents Ireland's participation in the shared euro currency system. For collectors and historians alike, the coin serves as a reminder of the moment when Ireland transitioned from the Irish pound to the euro and joined a larger European community united by a common currency, the next top. The 20 euro cent coin dated 2007 from Ireland, EUR, is part of the euro coinage issued by Ireland, a member of the European Union and one of the original countries that adopted the euro as its official currency. Ireland joined the Eurozone when the euro was introduced for electronic and banking transactions in 1999, and euro coins and banknotes entered circulation on January 1, 2002, replacing the country's former currency, the Irish pound, also called the punt. By 2007, euro coins had already been in daily use for several years across Ireland, and coins dated 2007 represent part of the continuing euro coin series that maintain the same national design chosen when the euro was first adopted. The Irish 20-cent coin is distinctive because Ireland uses one single national design for all of its euro coins, rather than different images for different denominations. This design features the traditional Irish harp, accompanied by the country name, EUR, and the year of issue, 2007, surrounded by the 12 stars of the European Union. The harp has been a national symbol of Ireland for centuries and represents the country's cultural identity, history, and strong connection to music and art. The harp design shown on the Irish 20-cent coin is inspired by the historic Brian Boru harp, a famous medieval harp that is preserved in the library of Trinity College Dublin in Dublin. The harp is traditionally associated with the legendary Irish High King Brian Boru, who ruled Ireland in the early 11th century and is remembered for his leadership against Viking forces during the Battle of Clontarf in 1014. Although historians believe the harp itself was built several centuries later, it became a powerful national symbol representing Irish heritage and independence. The harp has appeared on Irish coins since 1928, long before the euro was introduced, and it continues to represent the Irish state today on government documents, passports, and official emblems. By keeping the harp as the design for euro coins, Ireland preserved a direct visual link between its historical identity and the modern European currency system. The national side of the Irish 20-cent coin was designed by Irish artist and sculptor Jarlath Hayes, who also created the harp design used on Ireland's earlier coinage before the euro. His design shows the harp in a stylized but detailed form, with visible strings and elegant curves that reflect traditional Celtic artistic style. On the coin, the word "EUR" appears beside the harp, written in the Irish language Gaelge, emphasizing the country's cultural heritage and linguistic identity. The year 2007 is placed on the coin to indicate the year of minting, and the outer ring of 12 stars represents the unity and solidarity of the European Union. Because Ireland chose a single national design for all denominations, the harp appears on every Irish euro coin from 1 cent to 2 euros, making Irish coins instantly recognizable among euro currency users. The 20-cent euro coin itself is part of the group of euro coins made from a special metal alloy called Nordic gold. Despite the name, this alloy contains no real gold. Instead, it consists mainly of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin, which gives the coin its golden color while making it durable and resistant to corrosion. The alloy was originally developed for coinage because it does not tarnish easily and is difficult to counterfeit, making it ideal for circulation across many countries. The Irish 20-cent coin has a diameter of about 22.25 millimeters, a weight of approximately 5.74 grams, and a thickness around 2.14 millimeters. One of its most distinctive features is its Spanish flower shape, which means the coin is not perfectly round but instead has 7 smooth indentations that create a flower-like outline. This design helps visually impaired people distinguish the coin by touch, and also makes the coin unique compared to other euro denominations. The common European side of the coin was designed by Belgian engraver Luc Luix and is used by all Eurozone countries. On coins minted in 2007, the common side already featured the updated map of Europe that was introduced after the expansion of the European Union in 2004. Earlier euro coins from 1999 to 2006 showed only the member states of the EU as a connected group, but the revised design introduced in 2007 displays a full map of the European continent, symbolizing a broader and more inclusive Europe. Around the map are 12 stars representing the European Union, reinforcing the idea of unity and cooperation among the countries sharing the euro currency. This design change means that the 2007 Irish 20-cent coin belongs to the second generation of euro coin designs on the common side, which is a point of interest for collectors. In terms of minting and production, Irish euro coins are issued by the Central Bank of Ireland, which oversees the country's coin supply and monetary system. However, because of the massive demand for euro coins across Europe, some Irish coins have historically been produced at other European mints under contract. By 2007, euro coin production had stabilized, and coins like the 20-cent piece were minted primarily to replace worn coins and maintain adequate supply for everyday transactions. Millions of these coins were produced, ensuring that they circulated widely throughout Ireland and often traveled across Europe through tourism and trade. From a numismatic and collector's perspective, the 2007 Irish 20-cent coin is not considered rare because it was produced in large numbers for everyday use. In circulated condition, the coin usually remains worth its face value of 20 cents, though collectors sometimes pay slightly more for coins in uncirculated or mint condition, particularly those found in official mint sets or proof sets. Collectors often appreciate the coin because it represents the transition period after the redesign of the euro map in 2007, making it historically distinct from earlier issues. Some coin collectors build complete euro collections by gathering each denomination from every Eurozone country and from different years, and Irish coins are often valued for their consistent and symbolic harp design. Culturally, the harp on the coin reflects Ireland's deep connection to music, poetry, and storytelling traditions that date back many centuries. In medieval Ireland, harpists were highly respected musicians who performed in royal courts and played an important role in preserving oral history and cultural traditions. The harp eventually became a symbol of Irish identity and resistance in European countries, and the introduction of euro coins and banknotes in 2002 marked a new era of economic cooperation and shared financial policy. By 2007, when the coin in question was minted, the euro had become firmly established in everyday life in Ireland, used for everything from shopping and public transportation to international trade and tourism. Overall, the 2007 Air 20 euro cent coin is a small yet meaningful artifact that combines Ireland's ancient cultural symbolism with modern European integration. The harp connects the coin to centuries of Irish history, while the map of Europe on the reverse reflects the country's place within a larger continental community. Even though the coin itself has a modest monetary value, it represents important historical themes, national identity, cultural heritage, and European cooperation, and remains an interesting piece for coin collectors and historians studying the development of the euro currency system. The next top. The 20 euro cent coin dated 2008 from Ireland, Air, is part of the euro coinage issued by Ireland, a member of the European Union and one of the original countries that adopted the euro as its national currency. Ireland joined the Eurozone when the euro was introduced for electronic banking and financial transactions in 1999, while the physical euro coins and banknotes entered circulation on January 1, 2002, replacing the country's former currency, the Irish pound, commonly known as the punt. By the year 2008, the euro had been firmly established in everyday life in Ireland, used for everything from local shopping to international trade across Europe. The Irish 20-cent coin from 2008 belongs to the standard circulating euro series and features the same national design used on all Irish euro coins. Unlike many other Eurozone countries that use different images for different coin denominations, Ireland chose to use a single national symbol, the Irish harp, on all of its euro coins, from the smallest 1-cent coin to the largest 2-euro coin. This choice emphasizes a strong and consistent national identity within the shared European currency system. The harp depicted on the coin is one of the oldest national symbols associated with Ireland. The design is based on the famous Brian Boru harp, a historic harp preserved in Trinity College, Dublin in Dublin. This instrument has traditionally been linked to the legendary Irish High King Brian Boru, who ruled Ireland during the late 10th and early 11th centuries and became famous for defeating Viking forces during the Battle of Clontarf in 1014. Although historians believe the harp itself was probably built several centuries after Brian Boru's time, it nevertheless became an important national symbol representing Irish heritage, music, and cultural identity. The harp has appeared on official Irish coinage since 1928, when the independent Irish state began minting its own coins after gaining independence from the United Kingdom. Because of this historical tradition, Ireland decided to retain the harp as the central design element when it adopted the euro. The national side of the Irish 20-cent coin was created by Irish artist and sculptor Jarlath Hayes, who also designed the harp used on Ireland's earlier coins before the euro was introduced. His design presents the harp in a stylized yet recognizable form, with carefully engraved strings and curved lines that reflect both traditional Celtic art and modern coin design. On the coin, the word Éire, the Irish language name for Ireland, is written to identify the issuing country, highlighting the nation's linguistic heritage. The year 2008 appears beside the harp, indicating the year of minting. Surrounding the design is a ring of 12 stars, representing the member states and unity of the European Union. These stars are a standard element on all euro coins, symbolizing cooperation among European nations within the shared monetary system. The 20-cent euro coin itself belongs to a group of euro coins that includes the 10-cent, 20-cent, and 50-cent denominations. These coins are made from a metal alloy known as Nordic gold. Despite the name, Nordic gold contains no real gold. Instead, it is composed mainly of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. This alloy was chosen for euro coinage because it has a golden appearance, is resistant to corrosion, and is difficult to counterfeit. The Irish 20-cent coin has a diameter of about 22.25 millimeters, a weight of approximately 5.74 grams, and a thickness around 2.14 millimeters. One of the coin's most distinctive physical features is its unique Spanish flower shape, meaning it is not perfectly round but instead has 7 smooth indentations around the edge that form a flower-like outline. This design helps people, especially those with visual impairments, identify the coin by touch and distinguishes it from other euro denominations. The common European side of the coin, which is shared by all Eurozone countries, was designed by Belgian artist Luc Luix. On coins minted in 2008, the common side displays the updated map of Europe introduced in 2007. Earlier euro coins from 1999 to 2006 showed only the European Union member states connected together on the map, but after the EU expanded in 2004, a new design was introduced showing the entire European continent. This updated map symbolized a broader and more inclusive Europe, reflecting the growing membership and influence of the European Union. Around the map are 12 stars representing the EU, reinforcing the idea of unity among the countries sharing the euro currency. Irish euro coins are issued under the authority of the Central Bank of Ireland, which manages the country's monetary policy and currency supply. In the early years of the euro, some Irish coins were minted by other European mints due to the enormous demand for coins during the currency transition. By 2008, however, the minting process had become routine, with coins produced mainly to replace worn currency and maintain sufficient supply for everyday transactions. Millions of 20-cent coins dated 2008 were produced, ensuring that they circulated widely throughout Ireland and often traveled to other European countries through tourism, trade, and everyday exchange. From a numismatic perspective, the 2008 Irish 20-cent coin is generally considered a common circulating coin rather than a rare collector's item. Because large numbers were minted for daily use, most examples are worth their face value of 20 cents when found in circulated condition. However, coins in uncirculated condition, particularly those preserved in official mint sets or proof sets, may be worth slightly more to collectors. Numismatists often study such coins for details such as mint quality, luster, sharpness of the harp design, and absence of scratches or wear. Some collectors also assemble complete euro coin collections that include every denomination and year from each Eurozone country, and Irish coins are popular in such collections because of their distinctive harp design. The harp itself is deeply connected to Ireland's cultural and musical traditions. For centuries, harpists played an important role in Irish society, performing in royal courts and preserving historical stories through music and poetry. Over time, the harp became a symbol of Irish national pride and independence. It appears not only on coins but also on official Irish government documents, passports, and military insignia. Even the famous Irish brewery Guinness uses a harp in its logo, though the orientation of that harp is reversed compared to the official state emblem. This widespread use demonstrates how strongly the harp represents Irish identity both within the country and internationally. Historically, the introduction of the euro marked an important step in European economic integration. The foundation for the euro currency was established through agreements such as the Maastricht Treaty of 1992, which created the framework for the European Economic and Monetary Union. Ireland joined this initiative along with several other European countries, and the introduction of euro coins and banknotes in 2002 marked the beginning of a new era in which many European nations shared a single currency. By 2008, the euro has a small monetary value. It carries significant historical and cultural meaning. For collectors and historians, it serves as a reminder of Ireland's identity within the Eurozone and of the broader story of European unity expressed through a shared currency used by millions of people every day. The next top. The 20 cent coin dated 2013 is one of the standard circulation coins used within the euro currency system, which is shared by many countries in Europe that are members of the European Union and part of the Eurozone. Unlike some national currencies that are issued by a single country, euro coins are unique because they have two different sides: a common European side used by all Eurozone countries and a national side that is different for each country that issues the coin. This means that a 20 cent coin dated 2013 could come from several countries such as Germany, France, Spain, Ireland, Italy, or other euro-using nations, each featuring its own national design while sharing the same European reverse. The euro itself was officially introduced for electronic financial transactions in 1999, and euro coins and banknotes entered physical circulation on January 1, 2002, replacing various national currencies such as the German mark, French franc, Spanish peseta, and Irish pound. By the year 2013, the euro had already become one of the most widely used and influential currencies in the world, used by hundreds of millions of people for everyday transactions, international trade, tourism, and banking. The 20 cent coin belongs to the group of euro coins that includes the 10-cent, 20-cent, and 50-cent denominations, all of which share a similar golden color due to their special metal composition known as Nordic gold. Despite the name, Nordic gold contains no actual gold. Instead, it is an alloy made mainly of 89% copper, 5% aluminum, 5% zinc, and 1% tin. This alloy was chosen because it is durable, resistant to corrosion, and difficult to counterfeit, making it suitable for coins that circulate widely and frequently. The 20-cent coin has specific physical characteristics that distinguish it from other euro coins. It has a diameter of approximately 22.25 millimeters, a weight of about 5.74 grams, and a thickness of around 2.14 millimeters. One of its most recognizable features is its distinctive Spanish flower shape, which means the coin is not perfectly round but instead has 7 smooth indentations around the edge that form a flower-like outline. This unusual shape was intentionally designed to help people, especially those with visual impairments, identify the coin by touch and distinguish it easily from other denominations. The common European side of the 20-cent coin was designed by Belgian engraver Luc Luyx, whose design appears on euro coins used by all Eurozone countries. On coins minted in 2013, the reverse side features the updated map of Europe introduced in 2007, which displays the entire European continent rather than only the countries that were members of the European Union at the time. This design change occurred after the EU expanded in 2004 and 2007, and the new map symbolized a broader and more inclusive Europe. Around the map are 12 stars, representing unity, harmony, and cooperation among the countries of Europe. The number 12 has symbolic meaning in European tradition, representing completeness and stability rather than the exact number of member states. Because each Eurozone country designs its own national side, the 2013 20-cent coin can have many different appearances, depending on where it was minted. For example, coins from Ireland display the famous Irish harp with the word air. Coins from Spain feature the portrait of writer Miguel de Cervantes, and coins from Germany depict the Brandenburg Gate oak branch design used on German cent coins. Other countries choose different cultural or historical symbols to represent their national identity. This system allows each participating country to express its own history and culture while still using the shared euro currency, creating a fascinating variety of coin designs that circulate together throughout Europe. Travelers in the Eurozone often find coins from many different countries in their change, illustrating the interconnected nature of the European economy. The production of euro coins is carried out by national mints in each participating country, under the supervision of their central banks and the European Central Bank, which coordinates monetary policy across the Eurozone. Each country decides how many coins to produce based on economic demand, replacing worn coins and supplying banks and businesses with currency for everyday use. By 2013, the euro had been circulating for more than a decade, so coin production mainly focused on maintaining the currency supply rather than preparing for a new currency transition, as happened in the early 2000s. Millions of 20-cent coins dated 2013 were minted across different Eurozone countries, ensuring that they circulated widely throughout Europe. From a numismatic perspective, the value of a 2013 20-cent euro coin generally remains close to its face value of 20 cents, because these coins are produced in large numbers for daily transactions. However, collectors may still value certain coins depending on factors such as minting country, rarity of the specific year, mint errors, or condition. Coins that remain in uncirculated condition, meaning they show no signs of wear and retain their original mint luster, may be worth slightly more than face value. The coins included in official mint sets or proof sets can also have higher collector value. Some numismatists collect euro coins by assembling complete sets from each Eurozone country, while others